Music to my ears. So, as I was saying, the way this will work. My favourite kind of people. The way this will work is we'll run through a couple of scenarios. We'll save my favourite till last because it brings me joy and happiness. Some of the scenarios is me talking, some of the scenarios is you acting, some of the scenarios is you showing me and then telling me that you've understood it and know what you're doing. Any questions before I begin?
No, that's perfect.
Sweet. So we're going to start with scenario 1, which is a restricted area. Now, restricted area is the likes of floor 1. In floor 1, where the scanners are, anywhere between the scanners and the police cells is a restricted area. That means that GMs, civs are not allowed back there unless they have visiting permission by a higher up, like myself, PZ, Grandad, so on and so forth and up. That means that we basically ask the gang member in the cells if they're happy for a visitor, and we can take them through. Otherwise, they're not allowed past. They do try to go past, and it's really fucking frustrating. So what we have is a restricted area macro, and then an arrest procedure with them, which we're going to show you. Grandad, go away.
Yeah, that's fine.
At the moment as well, I'd like to add that there is a continuous dispersal order. So again, the likes of Tommy, PZ, Honor, Elwin, Grandad, myself, if it gets too hectic on floor 1, we can put what's a dispersal order in place. Now that means that every gang member in Civ, regardless, there you go, regardless, needs to leave the full of PD. That's where the gang members are hitting each other, they're taking the piss, things like that.
Yeah.
Perfect. So we're going to do scenario 1, and my lovely PZ is going to be the gang member. I'm going to demonstrate what we need you to do, then you're going to demonstrate to us that you know what you're doing, okay?
Yeah, that's fine.
That was... No, what's it doing, man? Sorry, 1 second. Just spilled a drink on my phone screen, so it's going apeshit. Right, so PZ is behind the nearest cell. So you're going to put the restricted area macro up. But at the same time as using any macro, my personal advice and training is use your words as well. Use your voice. Because if a gang member's AFK, you'll find that the phone, they'll hear it. So if I go, PZ, can you leave the jail cells, please? As you can see, he's still refusing. However, he has basically heard it, where some gang members are away from the phone. So I always like to say it verbally as well. PZ, last chance, can you please leave the restricted area? So as you can see, I've used the 3 most important macros, which is the please stop, I use force, taser, taser, taser. I'm hitting the 3 dots, the police badge, and then handcuff, and I'm selecting PZ's name. And that's put him in handcuffs. Next important macro, I'm going to introduce myself. Hello, I'm Sergeant G. You have been arrested for committing the following violations. Now, he is automatically here because he's not left the restricted area, getting done for a 1.7 and a 3.2. 1.7 for the uncoordinated entry and 3.2 because he disobeyed me and he didn't leave. However, I'm not sure whether you heard him, but he also... He also, at the same time as being in the restricted area, made murder threats and he insulted me.
Yeah, got that.
Then your Miranda rights. So you do have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be used against you in court of law. You have the right to an attorney. If you cannot afford one will be appointed to you. From this point, you will be running them to the rooms near the prison cells. and then you would be doing the following 3 macros. Some people have it as 6 macros. I have them clumped up together. So it's, do you understand the charges? Do you plead guilty? And the fingerprints, mugshots, and signs necessary paperwork. Then you'd put them in jail. You'd take a screenshot and you'd upload it to the prison in-game Discord channel. Any questions on that?
No.
Are you sat next to Grandad right now or not?
No, I'm not. We're at different houses.
Ah, fair, nice. I was going to say, is he doing it for you? I fucking would be if I was there. Anyway.
No, I was told I wasn't allowed to cheat.
Yes. Good. Right. If you'd like to do what I'm doing,
Bullshit.
right, Charlie, if you'd like to go ahead and do what I've just done to Peasy.
Yeah, okay. Peasy, can you leave the area, please? Final warning, leave the area, please.
So that would be the wrong gun. There we go.
Yeah, I realised that after I clicked it.
As long as you realise it's all about learning and making mistakes now and not out when you're on the road patrol.
Right. Macros. I can't remember what the other one was. I know there's the 1.7. Is it 3.2?
3.2 for the restricted area, yeah, but he also made murder threats against you. As well as bribing you. And insulted you. You basically send him to jail for about an hour. So fun.
So then I'd take him to the jail room and do the following.
Your Miranda rights first. Always do your Miranda rights as soon as you've arrested them. Then do
Okay.
the three jailhouse macros.
So do them, then take to jail, and then do the fingerprints, etc. Just a quick question. Once you've put them in jail, do you then release the handcuffs?
No, it'll automatically do it.
No problem.
Sweet. So, happy with scenario 1.
Yep.
Any questions in regards to scenario?
No, I've just asked the question I had.
Perfect. Scenario 2 is the weapon, taser, and green zone rules. Do you know what the green zones are?
So it's anywhere in PD or HP.
Exactly. So you've got gang zones around HP, around PD. You've also got the outside of casino, inside of casino. You've also got a couple of other places on the map as well. But you'll see what happens is you see on your minimap. You see how there's the green shield on the right hand side underneath your minimap.
Yep.
Exactly. So whenever you're in a green zone, that will appear. Whenever you're in a neutral zone, it turns white, which is fine. And whenever you're in a gang zone, which, best of luck to you, it turns red.
Okay, perfect.
Perfect. Now, I'm going to ask you a question. If PZ is pointing an AK at you, what gun would you use to return fire with?
Not a clue, to be honest.
Perfect. So the reason I asked that is because what that means is you do weapon to weapon match. If PZ is shooting at you with an AK, you shoot back with an AK or an M4. If PZ is trying to taser you, you shoot back with a taser.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Perfect. The only time that rule changes is if me and you were out doing a patrol and PZ was the gang member and he was running with the AK, but he was shooting at me, you can then use your 3 taser macros and taser him because he's shooting at me.
Okay.
I didn't mean literally. Anyway, obviously the only weapon you should use in a green zone is a taser, regardless of the situation. If someone's shooting at you in a green zone, sod them, you can't die. Always only use a taser. Before the use of the taser, please use the 3 taser macros, which is please stop or use force, taser, taser, taser.
Yep, got that.
That's my talking done. Now into the bit of a practical. So PZ's here going to have a gun out. As a PD officer, I'm going to see him with his gun out, and I'm going to tell him to put his gun away immediately. PZ, put your gun away. Please stop by use force, taser, taser, taser. He's going to be quiet on this one, however, and he's not going to abuse me or anything, just to make sure you get the macros right. So, again,
and we all
again,
trainers. Ghost Hunter, can you leave the gym, please?
Come out of here.
Best, leave the gym, please.
Come out of here.
Universal Girl, can you leave the gym, please?
I'm closing it.
mate, you might as well leave PD, you sound 12. Anyway, while I've now got him in handcuffs, again, very much like the other arrest, introduce myself. Hello, I'm Sergeant G, being arrested for. Now, he's going to be arrested for the following violations. A 1.9, which is a shooting or brandishing weapon in a public place, and a 3.2 because he's refused to put his gun away. However, at this moment in time, do you know how to... so if you... Can you stand still a second, please? So, exactly the same as when you're handcuffing someone. If you press the 3 circles, you go to the police badge, you have request documents. What you should also be doing when they've got a weapon out is requesting their CCW license.
Okay.
PZ here is a very naughty boy and does not have a CCW license for his weapon. So what you're also further going to arrest them with is a 3.6. Because he does not have the required documents for a weapon. Very much like every other arrest, before I go anywhere, I'm going to give him his Miranda rights. Going to come back to the interview rooms, and I'm going to say that he understands his charges, he pleads guilty to them, and I've got his photo. Any questions?
No, got that.
Sure, because we like to leave PZ in handcuffs.
I'm sure we can do it again in a minute.
What's your predicament, Peasy? How higher up?